Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean. Please welcome my very special guest, Terry from Holding Your Space. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Jean. How are you? Hi, everybody. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much for coming. And Terry had me on her channel, and we had such an amazing connection. It was really a beautiful experience, and couldn't wait to have her back on my channel. So, Terry, this is the first time you're coming on my channel exclusively, and I just want to welcome you officially. And how are you doing this afternoon?
Really great. Thanks. I just came back from a nice long walk with my dog and my daughter and, chillaxing.
That's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. You got some of that Mother Gaia energy and the Mother Nature energy all all in your energy. So I can see Teresa is here. Hi, Teresa and Lady Silver and Pierrette. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Cody Mitchell. Nice to see you. So what we're going to be doing today is just we're doing some readings. The typical, or not typical, but your messages from loved ones and your pets, spirit guides, angels. And also, something that we did on Terry's channel is we wanted to open it up to like just a general energy reading. Like you can just say, I would like a general reading, or I would like an energy reading. And what we'll do is we'll tune into your vibration, your energy at this moment in time, and sort of give you a reading based on your energy, what we feel, what we see, and you never know what you're going to get. Sometimes people don't always have a pet or a loved one that they would like to speak to because they've had readings before. So this is just something a little bit different. So it's pretty open. We just don't do politics or anything legal and stuff like that. Oh, look, hi, Roseflower is here, and Valerie from Illumination Portal is here. Hi, Val.
Hey,
Nice
pal.
to
Hi,
see
everybody.
you.
Mhm.
So, Terry, you were telling me that you were on a little getaway. Well, you were out of town for a few weeks, and you were doing your shows from a different location, and it something was just not quite the same, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it takes a minute to tap in, and plus I was in the mountains, which the mountains have such an energy for me that I have to wait a few days to acclimate to their energy.
Oh,
It's completely different for me. So to feel that circadian rhythm of the earth when you get to the mountains is completely different. Like go to the beach, yeah, no problem. I'm going to adapt. But the mountains, it's such a high frequency.
wow. Wow, I hadn't. Now I did a lot of my training in the mountains, and I do remember feeling, sensing, and calling on the energy of the mountains and the majesty and the protectiveness and the history and just the indigenous nature that they had. I do remember that. Um, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm glad you brought that up. I did a retreat in Yosemite, a silent retreat, and I really felt that indigenous ancestors. And there had been a fire the year before, or 2 years before, in that area, and just the pain from the earth and whatnot, and doing offerings for it. It just made a huge difference. But yeah,
Yeah. In Yosemite, wow. I was there, and I can't that's really very majestic. That is huge. And going back and forth, all those switchbacks and going up the mountain and down the mountain in order to get in and out of the park. Oh my gosh.
yeah, yeah. It was amazing, really amazing.
So were the falls actually was there water coming over the falls at the
N
time?
No, there wasn't, and, this time when I was in Denver, we went up to Golden Gate, Canyon. I believe it's Golden Gate Canyon Park, and, the aspens were changing, so it was bright yellow and, beautiful, majestic, and I guess they're not just a tree, they're a collective, right? Like, all their
Yes.
roots are intermixed, so that was just a beautiful energy too.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. I love tree energy. We should do some I would love just I could talk about trees for weeks. Do you know, that was the first introduction when I did my Reiki training, the very first time I did Reiki 1, the, teacher brought us outside and asked us to greet the tree and to talk to the tree and to ask the tree to share their energy, and I mean, I signed up for the class, but I'm like, I didn't think we'd be talking to trees. I thought we were just acting on each other. But I'm
Yeah.
letting you know they are the biggest communicators. They are the most generous. And if you ask them, how did that branch break? Or what did you see here 10 years ago? Or what was it like for you during that storm? Do you get impressions like that? I mean, they are such beautiful telepathy. They teach us telepathy and communication, and they have such grounded roots. They can. I love tree energy. Oh my gosh.
They are amazing, and, so I have a tree right outside my window here, that's my guardian, for the land here, and when I lean into her, she's an auntie tree. When I lean into her, it's like a portal, and I think so many trees are portals with their root system and the mycelium, and then, which I know Valerie loves to talk about the mycelium and all the, crystalline energy in there, and then the leaves as they reach out into the birds, so, yeah,
Wow,
it's
I
just
hadn't considered that. In what way can they be a portal? I know that they're teachers for communication. Where would they portal us to? Where
well, there if you look at the rings on the trunk inside, those are all portals, and those are different dimensions, so you can look at different timelines when you go inside that trunk of the tree. I mean, we usually
Oh,
go into the roots or we go into the branches, but working with the trunk and seeing all the rings, and that's energy in motion, like another, because it's not solid, it's in motion, it's energy, and you can see the rings of time in there literally. So, oh, Perette's also had experience with trees. Yeah, beautiful
yes.
Perette.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And Cody said he loves the trees too. He named his business Waving Tree.
Oh, Cody, I love that. Waving
Oh
tree, that's
my
beautiful.
gosh.
Hi,
Wow. And
Gerald.
it's not every day that you get to talk about trees. Howdy, y'all. Washing dishes, lurking. Hi, Cheristash. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. And it's not every day that you get to chat about trees. And I mean, to be as passionate, and it's just bringing back all of the memories, all of the passion, all of the teachings and lessons and inspiration I've received. And it just started from you talking about your walk being out and going outside in the mountains and stuff. It's really a beautiful thing. Well, thank you everybody for sharing your experience as well. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Um, we're ready to get started if you are. Um, okay. Oh, this is something different. So, Peaceful Easy Feeling says, may I get a reading for the upcoming eclipse? And I know that Valerie's on here, but do you know what the dates are of the eclipse? I can look it up real quick if you don't.
Was it Val will know. Is it the 14th, Val? I know something important's happening on the 14th, but I can't remember what.
Yep, October 14th. You're right. It
Yeah.
is. And it's through the southwest. I can share my screen if it'll let me. Hmm. Okay, let me see if I can share my screen. Let me just go back one.
Okay. Lady Silver says she was on a tour bus once and the tour guide let her come off and hug trees. Hug trees.
Oh,
That's beautiful, Lady Silver. Love that.
wow. So this is as big. If I click on this, it goes to something else, but I think that this is where it is on October 14th, 2023. I know it's a little small, but if I try and click on the picture, let me just see if I can make this bigger. Yeah, it doesn't make it too much bigger.
Yeah, but I can
But
see it.
okay, so this is the United States, and this is the Western, and it comes straight across here, Albuquerque, and straight through Washington, bunch of states. Wow, all the way down through Texas, and I'm not sure what this is right here. That's what. Oh no, that's just water, and then it comes through here.
Oh, it goes to Yucatan. So it goes to is that like Playa and Cozumel and whatnot down there, I think.
Yeah,
It too. Wow. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know why it doesn't show it when I click on it. It gives like a timer or something. But well, here it shows it here. But yeah, so look it up, you guys, and so let's go ahead. So I did want to kind of look at the date and get that so we can tune in a little bit on the eclipse on the 14th.
And
Oh, and go ahead.
is it to the 28th? I think Morella and Val said something about the 14th to the 28th. I don't know.
Mm, I
I don't
think
know
it
how long
comes.
the energy of it
I
lasts.
think there's two eclipses. So it's the
Oh,
solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse.
okay.
Okay, so Val says the 14th Ring of Fire eclipse, two eclipses this month. My internet is doing something weird. Okay, no problem, Val.
Our
Cody
resident
says it
expert.
goes through my state, but I got to drive south a couple hours for the totality. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. I remember the one that we had, I think 2018, somewhere around there. Um, I had experienced it here. Valerie S. gave us the dates 1014 and 1028. So, yeah, now let me see if
Yeah.
I can find her. Okay, so peaceful, easy feeling. All right, let's take a minute and tune in. And Terry, you can jump in whenever you're ready.
Okay.
For you, peaceful, easy feeling.
So peaceful, easy feeling. The first thing that I'm getting is uh, like a lot of energy coming in. And I don't know if you have a spirit animal that you work with that's a winged one, but it's someone who flies or something. I'm going to say someone. I'm not going to say something because they're telling me. So as they fly in with you, and this is someone that's been with you for a while. Um, so, and it's what's happening here is that Father Sky and Mother Earth are joining. So there's going to be all this new energy that comes in, but it's going to be a balanced energy, and we need to know that that it will have that balance of both the feminine and the masculine to kind of balance ourselves when we come into that. So it's a really good thing to remember that when we're working with this new eclipse energy and the 5D energy, because we go in and out of that in our dreams and in our meditations. Anytime you're in the flow, you're in and out of that 5D already. So just remembering to balance, balance, balance. Feeling your feminine, your masculine, your yin and your yang, but also looking at things with awareness and witnessing what's coming in.
Yep. Very much so, Terry. And you know, it's really amazing that I'm writing these down as you're I mean, you're saying it, but I've just written it down. Um, So what I was getting for you, peaceful, easy feeling, is that you'll sense a change, something anew, something that was before is no longer, and there's something anew after. It seems like that there's just a change in the vibration around you. I also wrote down that you will gain a new perspective, and your awareness will deepen. And it's subtle, but you'll notice the change. You'll be like, something's different around here. Like there's just an energetic or a frequency change that you will notice. It will change you. It'll change your energy because you're a witness to this, and we're all a witness to this. I'm not sure if you're in the path or if you're near the path, or even if you're not. I think that we can all just pick up on the energy, especially having the lunar and the solar both in 1 month. I think that'll be pretty impactful for all of us. So
Yeah,
thanks for asking that question. That was interesting.
that was really interesting. That was a beautiful read.
Hmm. So Judy Christensen is here. Hi, Judy. Nice to see you. She said, "Hello,
Um,
ladies. Would love an energy reading." Well, thank you, Judy. Thank you very much. Let's see if we can do an energy reading.
Judy, I'm getting um, flowers and hearts being given to you, abundance and an opening in your heart space. Angels come in with you, and there's one angel in particular. She's a woman, and as she presents herself as a feminine energy. And she comes in with a dear, sweet love, like something very, very soft, very, very special. This is an entity, a one that you've worked with before. And then she tells me she's the angel of love and light. So I work a lot with this angel too, the angel of love and light. When she comes in, everything brightens up, like everything turns to gold, right? Like gilded frames and sparkling jewels of crystalline energy. And she's talking about the golden heart of Jesus, if you believe in Jesus or Buddha. It can also be the golden heart of Mary, working with the Marys and the divine feminine. So, and that heart is usually about non-judgment. So, coming in with a beautiful light of letting go of any past hurts, letting go of any past trauma, um, and forgiveness.
It was very nice. Very nice, Terry. Um, so, Judy, what I was getting for you is that you've been opening up to your dreams. Your intuition has been more noticeable. You've always had it. You've just never, not never, but you were not maybe not paying so much attention to it as you are at this time. It's the energies around you as well as your evolution and energy frequency changing. You are welcoming the imaginary experiences and knowings that you've been having. It's almost like before you're like, why am I thinking of that? Or that doesn't make any sense. Or that dream was, and now you are open to welcoming the imaginary um, experiences, and know that this is you're opening up to like the different dimensions and a different um, not reality, but a different form of information coming through is what I feel about with your energy, that you're opening up to this imaginary focus, or this imaginary type of experience that you um, have maybe not really paid attention to before. But you are open to it now. And now that you're open to it, it seems to be coming in a little bit more frequently. Um, and it's a lot of like synchronicities and nature, whether it's a bee, whether it's a butterfly, whether it's a bird, and you've seen them before and you knew they were messages from spirit, but now you seem to be more engaged and more connected in an energetic or emotional way. There's more of a connection. It's just deepening for you. That's what I'm getting. Good for you, Judy.
Yeah, beautiful energy coming in, Judy. I love that you mentioned synchronicities, because I feel like that's going to be happening across the board with everyone now with the new energies.
Yeah. And they've happened before, but now it's going to be like you'll feel that. I used to say it was like a whoa, like something just changed. Like even though you might say, oh, that's a butterfly, but when you see a butterfly, you'll be like, whoa, like you feel like the change of the frequency around you, like somebody's just telling you, pay attention, and you can sense those subtle changes. Um, yeah, I love it. Thank
That's
you,
beautifully
Judy.
put. Yeah, love that.
The wool. Um, okay. So let's see. So Purette, she said she would like to hear about my Henri. Is it Henri?
Energy,
Oh, is she saying energy? Okay.
you
All
think?
right. I think it's energy. It's not Henri. I thought it was Henri.
But Henri sounds really interesting.
No, you're right. It sounds more like energy. Yep. Aw. Okay, so Purette. Let's talk about Purette's energy. Purette. Like, mhm. I feel there's like a calmness and a softness and a cushion, kind of a cotton ball effect around you, Purette, that you are protected and shielded um, at this moment. That it's important for you not to have too many mm, shifts in frequency or emotion at this time. It's important for you to stay protected and steady. They're just letting me know that there is like a softness, and I feel as though this is your angels putting protection around you. And I don't mean protection against anything nefarious. I just meant like a softening and something to carry you through this period of time in your life. So if you feel as though things are quiet and maybe things aren't really appearing before your eyes or in your dreams, I think that you can let them know that it's okay, that you want more um, experiences, or you appreciate the gentleness and the buffering that you may have around you at this time. How about you, Terry?
I am so getting the same energy here. It comes in uh, uh, like a pure white light, very serene, with some sky blue to it. And it's like Our Lady of Guadalupe, if you believe in that type of energy, the blue veil, and Archangel Michael too, with that protection. So I really do feel like you're getting that energy. And then they started talking about the mists of Avalon. So it's kind of like that mist on the lake, and the lake is very serene, like glass. And then that mist comes in, and sometimes we think that we look at that mist and it's cloudy, but it's not. It's serenity, and it's seeing things clearly through the mist. or seeing between the mist with clarity. So, and for some reason, they're mentioning ladies of the lake, Perrette. So I don't know if you're working with Merlin or anything like that, but they are definitely mentioning that to me.
Wow, wow.
Mhm.
So the Ladies of the Lake is it the Camelot story,
I
or
think
is it just part of Merlin's
um,
story?
I think it's both, really. And it's there is a lake district in England, Avalon area, and it's and you know they have so many ley lines and so much energy in the UK, and it's a beautiful energy. There's hills and not really mountains, but hills, and those lakes are stunning, but very high energy.
And the Lady of the
Avalon.
Mist. Thank you, Brand Art Yoga. It's nice to see. And so the Lady of the Lake, can you tell us a little bit more about what that mist means? Why the mist is um, not not fuzzy, but it's clear? What is that mist? What does that represent for us? Or
So
is that the softening and like the cotton ball thing around her that you're seeing?
I think it's all of the above. I think there is a mist around her that is protection, but also when that mist comes in, sometimes it's like pure consciousness. Okay, when you're getting into that part of your higher self that you can see between the mist, you can hear between the thoughts. You can um, see between atoms. You know, see the space between time. So that mist is coming in, um, and it's coming in like a cloud, but it's really clarity because of that white color. And it's like they're saying it looks like a cloud, but it's like diamond light.
Mm, wow. Wow. That's really triggering something, not triggering, but keying into something with me as far as the Lady of the Lake and that mist. I'd like to, learn a lot more about that. That was really
Mm,
powerful.
we should go
So
into that. Yeah.
I know. All right, so we're doing trees, we're doing Ladies of the Mist, and then I'd
Oh,
like
did
to
you
learn
see
so
what
much
Warrior
more.
Girl said? Little known fact, the Druid high priests were Merlin, and it's a collective. Yeah, and I think that Merlin is
Wow.
also connected to um, Saint Germain. Isn't that right, Warrior Girl? Somehow. Anyway.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Well, thank you very much, Pierrette, for asking your question. That really did open up a whole world of information for all of us. So Judy said, "Thank you so much. I'm sensing a shift. Oh, I wanted to let you know that my trip to California was amazing. So much love and celebrating life. The ash spreading and the wedding. Oh, good,
Oh,
good. I'm glad, Judy. I
Judy, that's
remember that. Mhm.
beautiful. Just beautiful.
Yeah, that she was asking about this. Well, thank you for letting us know. I appreciate that very much. Um, Pierrette says, Jean, you're so on point. Yep,
Isn't
that
she?
you're wondering why isn't anything happening? It's important for you to stay steady at this point in time. And if you are ready for more, ask for more. Yeah. So, Brand Art Yoga is here, and she was helping us with the name of Avalon, and she has a store in the mall near me in Frederick, Maryland, and it's in the Francis Scott Key Mall. And she has psychics and yoga classes and different things going on at her store all the time. And I will be the guest psychic there on Saturday, the 14th of October, right on the eclipse now that I know that. So thank you very much for being here. And we just kind of tag each other on Facebook back and forth. So I'm so glad to see that you're here. So thank you for coming. I wanted to give you a little shout out. I know there's not a lot of people that are in the area, but if you are, you know, that you can come on and see us. Come on by. I have the
Yeah.
notification going out on Facebook and on my YouTube as it gets closer for everybody. And so Pierrette said, "Oh, wow, Teri, thank you." Yeah, she's going to be looking into that one as well. Yeah.
Okay, Father Joseph of Yeshua. Yeah, that was Saint Germain. Okay, then that was it. I thought there was a connection with Merlin. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, how exciting. Oof, that one just took me away for sure.
Right? There's some high energy here, people.
So Tracy C is here, and Tracy would like to get a message from her Nana Mary. Thank you for your question, Tracy.
Tracy, how long has Nana been behind the veil or on the other side? Oh, 10 years. Thank you.
So I'm picking up Nana Mary as being strong and determined. She said, "My name is Mary." Like there, it's not Mary, it's Mary. Like there is a way that she pronounced it, or the way that people called her. Like there was some sort of a like maybe she was the only Mary, and she's just telling me, my name is Mary. Um, I'm not sure why she's saying this. Something about her name, something about everybody called her Mary, or um, why is she talking to me about her name? And she's quite determined to say this. I'm not sure if people called her something else, or she had a strong sense of identity. Was she like a Maria or a Maria or something in a different language, but they called her Mary, and she likes to be called Mary? There's something about her name. So she was very clear, very strong minded, very strong witted, very strong, very clear thinker, very determined, always knew what to do, had to figure things out, and was really very sort of knew what to do. She was very capable and reliable and confident. She had like a strong, and this is in her uh, like her personality is what she's saying, not necessarily her body or her, might, even though she was probably able to run circles around people, but she had very strong determination. um okay, oh my gosh, she's trying to tell me. She said she is strong and feisty. She also known as Molly as a nickname. Maybe that's what she kept saying. She was trying to tell me. and I kept thinking it was Mary because she kept saying, "My name is, my name is, my name is." And I thought she was saying Mary instead of Mary, or, like she was saying it differently. Well, thank you for letting me know that. But she was very strong minded, very strong determination, and was, so now that I have the right um, Molly or Mary, let me go ahead and get a message for Tracy. She's saying that you are a lot like her. She said, but please don't compare yourself. She said the in the era that she grew up and was on this earth is much different than what you have to deal with. There's much more on your plate and much less resources for you. Believe it or not, she said she had more resources than you at her time. It was a different expectation and a different pressure. She's saying that we have more pressure on us at this point in time in our lives than she ever did. But she said, you're a lot like her. You have a lot of her traits. And she said, you can always call on her if you need some strong determination or some confidence or um, help figuring something out. You can call on her, Grandma Molly, Grandma Mary, please help me to figure this out. Will you help me to, and she'll lend you her strength, in other words. So that's what she's saying. Very nice, Tracy. How about you, Teri?
Um, I love this. So she comes in, Mary comes in with well, the first thing she's showing me is a rosary. So I don't know if she would say the rosary or if this was a part of her, or if it's a metaphor for her spirituality, but that she was devout in this way. And there might be something that you have of hers, a blue stone perhaps, or a rosary that she's showing me. Um, Also, she's saying that she had an iron, like a steel iron spine, like she was strong. And I love that she showed you that too, Jean. She was just like out there with it. But she says that she's she says that you're much more giving in a way that she wasn't able to be, that you're able to bend with the times. You feel her in times of need. Yeah. And she says that you're able to flow more in this lifetime than she was able to because she needed um, to stand up straight because she didn't have what you had, even though she might have had more resources with family. And perhaps that was because it was parents around and whatnot to help out. But but this is something that you have as your flexibility. She's also recognizing prayers being said for her, and she's also recognizing. I don't know if there was a 10-year anniversary celebration of life, or if you just thought of her, but there was something that made her very happy with that. Some sort of a celebration of life. It could have been after 1 year, but that 10 years when you said that really struck something there that she brought up. Um, there's a serenity and a focus that you've inherited from her, Tracy, that is you're able to pinpoint something that you want and not take your eye off the mark or the whatever it is. And there's that was her, and that's what you've gotten from her. But you've got the flexibility too to go get it. And she's giving me big energy here coming in. So and she loves that you're able to do that. And she loves that you're able to see what you want and manifest, because that's going to be huge for manifesting. Um, I wrote something else here that I can't read. And she's saying something about the children, Tracy. So something about she is around the children. So I don't know if these are your nieces and nephews or your children, but there are children there and they are protected. So
Wow, very
beautiful
nice.
energy.
Yeah, yeah, she's a neat lady. A neat
Yeah.
lady. Boy, she kept making me say her name over and over.
I love that.
Sometimes sometimes as readers, we just keep repeating something because we're trying to, because they're like, they're saying it and we're repeating it and they're saying it. And I'm thinking maybe it was the accent that I was saying, or and she just kept telling me. And until I feel like I have a connection, I'll try and keep repeating it. And it's not that I don't think that you can hear me or that I didn't say it the first time. It's that it's not coming through very clear. She's like, that's not quite it. That's not quite it. So I keep trying to say it again and again. But that was really interesting. Really interesting. She's a great communicator.
Yeah, she really is. Thank you, Mary.
She said, thank you, Teri. Wonderful connection.
Yeah,
Oh,
she has beautiful energy, Tracy.
yeah, you're welcome.
Nice
Thanks for being
lineage.
here,
Beautiful
Tracy.
lineage. Yeah.
That was really nice. So Warrior Girl gave us a question. And I do have, let me see, we have plenty of time. I have Lady Silver yet, Morella, Roseflower, and Cody. So you guys stick around and let me know if you're still here. Warrior Girl said, I'd love a yes or no from my spirit regarding Tracy if you have time. Okay.
Oh, warrior girl, you're getting a yes and a no. So my pendulum never does that, but it's going around is a no, and and then straight up like this is a yes. So this is still free will, and this is something that you have to decide, um, because it can go either way.
I think I might need a little bit more information.
Yeah.
Um, is it whether Tracy is trustworthy, whether Tracy will come through for you, whether Tracy is the right one? I mean, if you could maybe just give us a little bit more of a direction, because I'm not getting a I'm getting like my pendulum is vibrating, and it's sort of like oh, she
Oh,
wonders if I can trust her again. Okay, well that's helpful.
well, that is, that makes a lot of sense because it's flip-flopping. And my pendulum, usually if it's free will, it just stops, but, I
So
guess no.
it's don't trust her as far as you can throw her, and trust her with checking up on her and double checking all of her uh, you know facts, and like almost you're going to need to keep her honest, in other words, um, because it's very easy for you both to fall back into that enabling kind of a uh, energy. But I feel as though there's love and there's desire to be trusted and to have trust. But I feel as though she may feel like she'll never believe me. So why do I even try? And but you have to let her know that that you tell her warrior girl to say, I have a sixth sense. I can hear, I can feel when people are not being truthful. I can feel the vibration. I need you to be as honest with me as possible. And that's not even with omission, like being honest without having omission come forthright. And she needs to build that trust with you that you won't like, you know, shun her for the first offense, because she's going to need to learn that she can trust you, that for her to tell you exactly how she feels, and you're going to need to learn to allow her to kind of like do this on her way back, because people can learn to be honest and to be uh trust you with their honest and most deepest feelings and thoughts. And just let her know, say, don't say anything if you can't say, and if you can't tell me the truth. And when you're ready, I'll be here. Give her a chance, give her a space. I feel as though there's some sort of history that needs to be reworked. But yeah, with a grain of salt for sure, Warrior Girl. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A fair weather friend since she was 11 years old. is what she's saying.
Oh,
So, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, and I get a key. There's a key there to unlock. Something's going to come to light. And then you get the wealth card. So this might be um, maybe she's more materialistic than you are. You're on a spiritual path, so there's a difference there. But there's kind of a magic that happens when you guys come together with your energies. I would put her okay, and this is Teri, the person talking, Teri, the girlfriend talking. So imagine you have a board and there's a dartboard. And in the center, that's the bullseye, and that's all your closest friends. And then around that, you have circles of trust. And people don't stay in that bullseye, they move in and out constantly. But put her out here, like have her be the girlfriend that you can go see Barbie with or something, and then you can move her in for coffee and then move her back out for another movie or and until you feel comfortable with her. But you're right. Yeah, what Jean said is completely right. Until you can trust her.
Yeah, there's a pattern of history. And some people, it wasn't safe for them to be honest in their house growing up, or to be authentic. Not necessarily honest, it's authentic. Or, she feels as though she has to elaborate or be, pretend something else or, rather than being authentic. But yeah, you can smell her. You can smell it from a mile away there, warrior girl. Good for you. So thank you, Valerie S. You're so sweet. Thank you very much for that super sticker. We appreciate you and everybody who supports this channel in every way that you do. Thank you very much. Um, so let's see. Lady Silver, she says, I would like an energy reading. And then Marilla, Roseflower, and Cody.
Okay.
Is that Tyler saying hi?
That is
Peace.
Tyler saying hi to Lady Silver.
That's
So
funny.
funny. Yep, peaceful, easy feeling. That's him. He's guarding us.
So, Lady Silver, I kind of feel like you expect a lot of yourself. You put yourself in very high expectations. You expect a lot of yourself. You have very high standards, and you don't give yourself an inch too much. You're quite demanding on yourself, and you have high expectations of others too. You say, I can bring home the bacon. I can fry it up in the pan. Whatever you can do it all. You can do this. You can do that. You could do this. And this is what you expect from people around you. You can be honest. You can be authentic. You can be spiritual, and you can be productive. And you have these expectations for others around you, which is wonderful in the sense that you allow people to raise up to your vibration. You have a very high vibration. You have a very clear vision, and others around you want to aspire to be like you. It's almost like, wow, how does she do that? How does she have all of the right answers when you talk to her on the phone and still have all of these challenges around her? It's almost like but they what I'm also feeling is that it's important for you to take time for yourself, and to take time to sort of give yourself a little bit of a break and be kind to yourself. So there's that. It's beautiful and wonderful and productive, and and it helps people around you, but don't let yourself fall because of that. Like, don't sacrifice yourself to be all of these things. Make sure you give yourself some slack, give yourself some leeway, and let yourself rest and to regenerate before you move forward again.
Yeah. Yeah. I get a lot of that too, Lady Silver. They're talking about intentions. And when you make your intentions, to be very, very clear and make sure that you say that or better or most beneficial outcome for the good of all concerned, however you want to say it. Um, um, because you have very high expectations of yourself. Um, and and they're saying, watch your self-talk. Because and that's for all of us right now, because and I know Val will say something about that too. With the energy that's coming in, it's really easy to judge ourselves right now. And like, oh, why did we say that? Or why did we do that? Or why did this person say that to us? And really we're thinking, why did we take that? Why didn't we react in a different way? So being very clear and concise of loving yourself. Because they're showing me a big wave, Lady Silver, and you are riding that big wave in of energy. And sometimes it's okay to just float and surrender and to be easy on yourself, and to have some of that serenity, because you're go, 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 go. They're also talking about, they're showing me a circle, and there's this circle that you have, this beautiful circle, and they're talking about growing your circle. So I think you'll know what that means. But growing your circle bigger and bigger and bigger, because that one drop in that water then has a ripple effect, and everything that you're doing, it doesn't have to be a big, huge wave that comes in. It's that ripple effect, and it makes such a beautiful change in the planet.
Well, thank you. That was really very beautiful. And that's important for all of us to know, you know, about the ripple effect, and to allow ourselves that grace. Um, and I think that a lot of people were picking up on this very message for you, Lady Silver, and a lot of people are feeling this way. And Marilla says, "Thank you for your advice for everyone, ladies." That she's feeling it too, and she's resonating with that. And it's important for us to be reminded. It's I think it's important to be reminded. But thank you very much. So, Morella, you are next. How about that? She
Oh,
said, I would love a reading. You're welcome, Sonia, saying great messages. You're welcome.
mhm.
I'm telling you, when I'm with Teri and her guides, poof, we're
We
even
are.
before we started, we were like way up on
Yeah,
another vibration.
crown chakra is going crazy. Um,
Let's see. Oh, so Lady Silver says, wow, that was so great. Been getting angry at myself for taking too much playtime. See,
you,
self-talk.
and this is something that I had to talk to myself about today too, Lady Silver, because I was doing that self judgment, and when that comes in, it's like, where's that coming from? What's going on here? Um,
Yeah, thank you very much. So I just feel like you are looking around and waiting for the next step, Marilla. I feel as though you're about to step off of onto a new threshold, like step through a new threshold. That you're sort of in a waiting period. You're like, okay, I'm ready. What's next? What's coming next? Like it's almost like you've braced yourself and you're prepared, and you're ready to tackle what's next. You're almost like anticipating that you're going to need a little bit of energy or a little bit of strength, spiritually, in order to get through the next hump. So I'm not sure if the holidays coming up, which I'm sure they will be difficult for anybody who's lost a family member. And I feel as though you are mustering up your strength, and it's almost like you're putting on um, It's like a robe. It's like a robe of like rose gold energy. And this is a loving energy that you're going to protect yourself and love yourself and put this, it's very like, has a lot of energy to it, this rose gold. And it's a robe and it's very soft and it has energy in it. It's almost like alive. It's very alive. And you're going to be protecting yourself and you're ready. You're like preparing yourself and you're ready for what's coming up next. I'm not sure what, if it's the eclipse that you're looking forward to, or if it's the holidays, but whatever it is that's coming up next, you're putting this rose gold robe on yourself. And this is something that you're very proud of. You feel as though you have um, dealt with things and you're ready for the next step. How about you, Teri?
I love that, and I'm gonna go with what you said, and because I see all these sparkles coming in for you, Marilla, and that rose gold robe that you're talking about is like a tapestry, and you've woven this in your lifetimes and from experiences and work and lessons that you've learned, karmic lessons, but also um, love and light that comes in, all these sparkles. Um, oh, okay. Jean, probably healing. I'm healing from my grief. Yeah. So all these lessons and all this shadow work or grief, whatever you want to call it, that you've gone through, um, has made you such a strong and beautiful, sparkling light. And that tapestry changes, and you can change it all the time. Um, but but sometimes we get these effing growth opportunities, I like to call it, right? And these growth opportunities are so sad. But look at you, you've made it into something that sparkles and something lovely. And you've learned so much from it, and you've been on your spiritual path with it. And then I'm getting uh, Queen, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia. I think that's Queen, isn't it? Bohemian
Yeah,
Rhapsody.
yeah.
And something about it's something about the mother. So that Mamma Mia that's coming
Mm.
in. Oh, did she go? And it's like you, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia. Yeah, and you're rocking it. So also they're coming in with that kingfisher energy for you. Which I love that you talked about that too, Jean, that you're kind of waiting, you're getting ready. And that's what the kingfisher does. He sits in the kingfisher bird. He sits in the tree and he watches and he waits until the exact right time. People think he might not be doing anything or they might not be doing anything, but they're waiting until the exact moment that's just right. And then they swoop down and they get the fish. So, so just getting ready and waiting and getting ready to do what you're doing. That's a big job, especially when you've been through an effing growth opportunity. So,
Yeah, absolutely. So I hadn't realized that this is, you must be from Canada. So it must be Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. Thanks for
yeah,
letting us know. I
yeah.
hadn't, or actually, I don't know if it's on a Thursday or if it's on the weekend. I don't, if the Canadians or Morella, if you can let us know, is it on a Thursday or is it this over the weekend? Oh, look, she says yes, with two daughters. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot.
It's the
Yeah.
Canadian Thanksgiving, but I'm not sure if you do it on a Thursday or if you do it over the weekend. I mean, I'm sure, everybody is. Oh, it's Monday.
Oh,
Oh,
smart. That's a smart time to have it. That's much smarter than Thursday.
I know.
Makes so much more sense.
Oh, it's Monday. Okay. Well, thanks for letting us know. This way you have all that time to prepare and to prep and to shop and to cook and then just enjoy yourself on Monday, right?
Yeah. Or buy a tray of lasagna, better yet. That's what I do now.
We will have to celebrate vicariously, right? Us
Yeah.
here in the States, but we're all together. We're all together here in this community for sure. All right, so Rose Flower would love a general reading. So Rose Flower, if you're here, just say hello. And Cody, if you're still here, let me know and say hello. Because I'm not sure if I saw Rose Flower in a little while.
I love her name, Rose Flower.
I know. Hmm. Yep. I'm not sure if either of them are still here. Um, but do you want to let's talk to a tree. Do you want to
Oh, I
do
love
you
that.
do you want to channel in some tree energy and ask them for a message for everybody here?
Yeah.
And yeah, let's do that because I think that it's we're on for about an hour, and I think other shows are still up. Cody is still here.
Yay,
Cody is still
Cody.
here. All right, so let's do Cody, and then we'll get a message from the Tree Collective. So he would like to know if SRT, spirit release therapy, would be a modality that would complement QHHT practice. SRT, spirit release therapy. I'm going to use my pendulum on this. So, Cody, what I'm feeling from my pendulum is it's not necessarily the best in combination, but it would be a good complement to. Like if you were to have somebody who is a client that would come back for two or more sessions, and then you would then have also a spirit release therapy separate from the QHHT session. But to have them combined in the same session, it's not I'm just not getting a positive that it's in your best interest, but in a complement to, it definitely says yes. So whether it's in a separate or prior to, before the session, after the session, or on a different session, I'm getting that it's good. But if maybe that's what you meant, would that modality be a complement to the QHHT? I wouldn't combine them too much, but it would be helpful for that same client or customer.
Yeah, I get the same that when I ask about the two of them together, it's kind of like, if you want to do that, that's fine. So this is a free will when my pendulum does that. But when I ask about uh, to use both of them at different times with the same client, it would be successful. Now, spirit release therapy, I'm not that familiar with, but they're also talking about shaking and to use that with the somatic movement. That would be quite nice as well. To let go of all the release, because a lot of it also comes into the psoas, and we hold that physically. And oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, yeah, some good options for yourself. Yeah. And another option, they're also saying that you're very gifted, Cody. And a lot of us do this, right? We go and we get another certification, and you'll start taking it, and you'll already kind of know it. Like it'll be like a review, kind of, that this is something you've learned in another lifetime, or you're just connected to it. So, but yeah, they're saying go ahead if that's what you want to do, but you don't have to have it. But the shaking, that might be great too.
Yeah. Is it called the somatic type
Yeah,
of?
somatic, or you can call it a lot of different things, but it's just the shaking. And then, because a lot of times that energy gets trapped inside your body. Your body holds energy from fight or flight, and it also holds ancestral energy. Like if your parents were in the Holocaust or the Depression, or there was incest or anything like that, that comes down through generations, and we hold that inside our body and inside our fight or flight response, and then we're more apt to be nervous and anxious and whatnot. So
Very nice. Well, thank you, Terry, and thank you, Cody, for that really interesting question.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And you'll know when it's appropriate. Like you may even be in the middle of a session and know that you need to get this out of the way in order for them to progress. Whatever you mean, you trust yourself. Obviously, you'll know when to implement it. But it did say in complement, not in together. But do you want to get a message from the tree collective? Do you want to choose a particular tree? Um, one that
um
we were talking about or one that's calling to you?
do you want to do a tree together? Do you want to do the tree in Lahaina?
Oh, wow. Wow, that's going to be powerful. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
You're talking about a particular. Okay,
Banyan,
yeah,
the
yeah,
banyan
yeah.
tree in Lahaina. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, you've probably been there and didn't you used to live there?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I lived in
So
Key on Maui.
you have firsthand, but I'll have to astro project over there, but that's okay. Yeah, let's talk to the tree. He said, I'm getting something right away. He's saying he knew he had to survive uh, for the for the family. He's saying for all the people, uh, for all the residents. He knew he had to survive. He said he felt all of the emotion. He said, but he was not afraid. He was not afraid. There was no fear. He called upon his um, resources from above, and he almost asked for like a shielding. There was almost like a shielding around him. He said he wasn't afraid. He wasn't bothered. Like it didn't feel hot. He didn't get hurt. He didn't feel scared. He said that all he knew was that he needed to survive. He knew that what he represented and all the people that loved him and that shared their energy with them, he stood strong for them. He knew he would need to stand strong for them. Um, how about you, Terry? What are you getting?
Yeah, I love what you got. I'm getting that too, that he needed to be there and hold space for, those that left, the angels that left. And, he's talking about, that this group of individuals, that chose this path, this soul contract to leave at this time. It was like a tribute, and there were beautiful angels all around them helping them leave from the wildfires. He's also saying that this is a healing space, and it's also because of the way that Lahaina had built up with the commercial success and whatnot. Even it's a very, very spiritual place, and it's a vortex right there, and of crystalline energy that he sits on, and this path is going to change now. It's going to be it'll be more focused around the tree and the tree light and the crystalline energy.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Wow. So did it break through or break open a new vortex, like a stronger sense of energy around that tree moving forward? Like it'll represent so much more now, but will the vibration or the energy, was there like a release of a vibration that it's going to hold now?
I think there was a dulling, like the vibration had always been there, but it had been a dulling of the I don't know if that's the correct word or if I'm saying it right, but that it was just something like a powder over it or something from all the commercialization, which was fun in that area, Lahaina. But now this vortex opens up and it's all this crystalline energy, and yeah, people that vortex had been there, but had been covered. Yeah.
I
Yeah. So it all
understand.
opens up and, um, it's gonna be really powerful. So,
Wow. And it's already so much more appreciated now. I mean, it always was, but it means so much more now that it's standing, that it survived, and that it represents all of the people who perished or who chose to cross at that time. Um, Wow, that was really
yeah.
interesting. I thought he would be scared or hurt or frightened or burning, and he said no, that he didn't feel any of that. That was never, it was not, there was no fear. He had no, it was not scary, and he didn't feel the heat. I mean, I'm sure it was hot, but he's saying that didn't have an effect on him. It was interesting to tune into a particular tree that has so much meaning. Wow.
So much history that, that tree is seen there, and it came from, India.
Did it
I'd
really?
forgotten that, yeah, and it had come from India, like, 100 years or 200 years ago, something like that, and um, it's, I can't remember what tree it is that Buddha sat under when he had his,
The Bodhi tree.
the Bodhi tree, and I think the banyan is a form of the Bodhi tree, so they're
Oh, I'm getting
interconnected.
chills.
Yeah.
I am getting chills head to
We
toe now.
we all need to go to Lahaina now. Well, after everything gets cleaned up and they
Right,
decide what they're gonna do. Yeah,
right, when they're ready. Oh,
yeah,
wow. Wow, that was really interesting. He came through right away, very, very fast. I thought I would have trouble connecting, but no, he came right through.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
beautiful. Oh, Lori,
Yes.
I love that.
That will give so much energy to the First Nations people of Maui. Powerful protection again.
Yeah, yeah, this'll be a symbol, a huge symbol, global, global.
Yep, for sure, global. Wow. Wow, how much more does he have to teach us? I'd like to tune into him again. Oh, wow.
We could do a whole show on that, on trees and
Um,
turn into special trees. I'd love that.
Teri, and I love that I mean, Teri doesn't bat an eye. She knows that trees have so much to teach us. They have so much to share with us. They have so much to reflect back to us. And please, if you have a tree that you're attracted to, or if there's a tree that you pass by every day, stop and say hello and ask them for a message. You may not hear something the first day or the first week, but each time you pass by, if you ask for a message, you'll start hearing something. They are really, really good communicators, and and it's just amazing. It's a good way for you to tune your psychic skills as well. Oh, and Brand Art Yoga is saying mahalo. Oh, look at the
Oh, love
trees.
that, love that.
Oh,
Beautiful.
oh.
Oh,
And Warrior Girls said they truly mend broken hearts. They are powerful healers too. You're
yeah,
absolutely right.
100%.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they
thank
also
you.
take our pain.
Oh, right,
So,
right.
yeah.
Right, very nice. Wow. So, thank you very much for being here, Terry. It's always so very special, and you never know what. I love the spontaneity that you have. That you could just go right in there and float with me. You're like you're right beside me, and it's like we're going there together. I love that. I
I do
absolutely
too.
love
I
that.
love that. Yeah,
It's
that's so exciting, and it's just yeah, this is gonna be I'll be up till midnight.
And all of you who are here with us and going there with us as well. You're supporting us, not saying, Gene, you can't talk to a tree. You guys are all open-minded. You're all may not have heard of it before or may not have actually spoken to one before, but you're open to the concept. You're open to hearing a message from that tree. And if you felt that message, then you can also connect with that tree as well and learn and get messages as well. we just thank you all for being here. It means so very much. Thank you for all of your support, whether it's the super chat or whether it's the sharing the video or hitting like and subscribe. All of these things are very, very much appreciated. And we love all of you being here. We love all of you who are watching later. And if you're watching later and you get the chills, please let us know. Put it in the chat below. Let us know that you were here. And Teri, what do you have coming up next? What's coming up for you?
Well, Sunday I'm going to have Reverend Saul on, and he is a crystal healer, and he also works with mantras. And then Monday, which is Indigenous Peoples Day in the U.S., Annie Bear, Seven Feathers, is going to be on, and then Kevin Chandler is going to be on after that. So
Wow,
exciting. Yeah.
that is
And
exciting.
you have a really big weekend, don't you?
I do. I do.
Yeah.
I have after this we're going to be on Teri Lee's Pure Visionary Psychic Medium, her channel. We're going to be there at 6:30 p.m. this evening with Terry Suzuki and Teri Lee and myself. And then tomorrow I will have Mark Antha, the Spirit Whisperer, on my channel at 12:30 Eastern. And then I'll be on my friend Shane from Unbiased and on the Fence. I'll be on his show tomorrow at 3 p.m. And on Sunday, I will be at the Natural Living Expo, the Pathways Psychic Fair that I do. And this is one of the big ones for me. And I will be reading a room. You'll see some notifications coming out about that. And then on Columbus Day, I'm quite busy as well. I have Joan and Gerald. We're together on Wisdom Seeker Jones' channel at 2 p.m. On Monday. And then we have Joan and Teri and myself on Monday afternoon at 4:30 Eastern. So it's going to be it's a big weekend, and I really I don't know why I didn't realize it was Thanksgiving for their Monday. I wonder if it's always our Columbus Day is their Thanksgiving every year. I'm not sure, but that's really very interesting. So now I'll make sure I give um, um, respect and thoughts to the Canadian brothers and sisters on that day when we're doing our specials as well. That will be really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody, for being here, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody. Thank you.